Hey, this is Terry with Oxen Technology. Just got off the phone with a colleague and we were having a conversation about just security, cybersecurity, information security. The journey of making ourselves secure just seems like a daunting journey. Like who can be secure? You hear about some of the largest companies in the world that get compromised, and you think, well, wait a minute, these large companies, they've got to have huge IT staffs and 6-7 figure budgets to address the security concerns of their people and their data. And so it just seems like, well, if they can't defend against these cyber attacks, then what makes me think that little old me, small business operator in the Midwest or rural America, what makes me think that I can be secure? I'm just gonna roll the dice, take my chances, whatever. I want to address this because it bothers me that I'm afraid that we take too often the defeatist mentality when it comes to securing ourselves. And if you'll forgive me, I think it really is enabled by our ignorance around what it requires. So for example, sometimes our health conditions can be overwhelming. If you're like me, I spent many decades of my life eating what I wanted, when I wanted, how I wanted, why I wanted. If you're like me, you live to eat, right? You enjoy eating, and you didn't think about the nutrition of the food or the type of food or even the quality. Well, now I'm getting in my 40s, and these things are starting to become important to me, right? Because I want energy, and I want to feel better. I want to sleep better. I want my body to operate better. We want to take care of our bodies, but so often we get overwhelmed with trying to figure out, what do I need to do to make the kinds of improvements in my body health, my physical health? That can seem a little bit daunting, right? I don't know a lot about nutrition. I don't know a lot about how my body works. I'm just making suppositions here. Sometimes we can get overwhelmed at the amount, just the ignorance that we have in a particular area. And I think it's easy to just check out and say, well, you know what, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and we just perpetuate the same behavior instead of trying to equip ourselves to be intentional about the change that we desire to have in our lives. And so I want to relate that in the same way in terms of how we protect our organizations and our use of technology and how we apply that technology in our business. It is not impossible to secure your technology. It is a doable thing. We know what the fundamentals are. We know how attackers come after a network. We know how these guys work. A majority of attacks that are successful on organizations, big and small, are a result of a lack of paying attention to the fundamentals of security. And so if you've watched me in an earlier video, I talked about the importance of having a third-party observer and someone that can come alongside you that's not in the day-to-day operations of your business. It's not up to their neck in maintaining and keeping the business going, but a third-party observer that can come alongside you, can look at your IT, look at how you're using it, etc., and point out your blind spots, show you the things that you're not seeing. And I think in addition to that, that can also be a body of knowledge to you that, me as a shared CIO, I'm able to come and talk with an organization at length about cybersecurity. And I'm able to educate you and bring a body of knowledge to you that you don't have, you may not have in your organization. And so much like, we talked about getting your bodies in shape, you can get your IT in shape. You can get your security in shape. These are not things that we should have defeatist attitudes on or just check out and say, well, I got a good cyber insurance policy. That's going to take care of me. Absolutely not. Don't feel defeatist. Don't feel like this is impossible. We know how to defend networks. And that's not to say that that's perfect. Right? This isn't a statement that says we can absolutely secure you from all threats, foreign and domestic. That, not at all. Stuff happens, right? like with the best drivers with the best training, there's going to be a time where you have something happen on the road where you're going to need insurance, right? But man, I'm going to do everything that I can within reasonable knowledge to mitigate all those risks. I'm going to take care of the fundamentals. So I want to leave you with this point today that don't be defeated about your IT security. Don't be defeated about what you see in the news. And I'll be the first to admit, there are some days as a security professional, it's like, holy cow, here we go. Another company burns down, or another attack is, just all over the news worldwide. It just seems overwhelming. But if we take away the emotion and we take away the sensation of all of the headlines, the fact remains, we know how to secure networks. There's a whole lot more that we can do to mitigate risks and be able to use technology in a responsible and secure and in a way that's enabling our businesses to do the work that they so vitally need done. So I want to leave you with that point. Let's not be defeated. So we'll stop there. I'm Terry, your Oxen Shared CIO. I want to thank you for spending a few minutes with me.